Paramhansa Yogananda, a brief introduction to the life of the yogi. The life of Paramhansa Yogananda, the man who took yoga outside of India. Paramhansa Yogananda, widely considered as the father of yoga in the West, dedicated his life to spreading awareness about yoga meditation practices, a foundation that has now grown into International Yoga Day. Paramhansa Yogananda made yoga accessible to a modern audience, drawing many followers and inspiring millions who today practice this ancient tradition. His Kriya Yoga teachings are now widely followed all over the world. In his seminal book, Autobiography of a Yogi, a masterpiece, he chronicles the struggles and triumphs of this path. Even today, it is the go-to book for seekers, philosophers, and yoga practitioners. It's also popularly assumed that it was the only book Steve Jobs had on his iPad at the time of his death, and that it was his final present to friends and employees on his deathbed. Paramahansa Yogananda, some little known facts. Paramahansa was raised in a religious household. His parents were Lahiri Mahasaya's disciples. He was a great guru. He has been fascinated with spiritual stories since he was a child. He met his spiritual mentor Swami Yukteswar Giri when he was 17 years old in 1910. Mukunda Lal Ghosh's name was changed to Yogananda in 1914 when he joined the Swami order. After giving up worldly pleasures in 1915, he was given the monastic Swami order and given the name Swami Yogananda Giri. At 1917, he established a school for boys on Dihika, West Bengal, specializing in meditation and yoga instruction. Later, the school was renamed Yagoda Satsanga Society of India and relocated to Ranchi, the Indian branch of spiritual organization Self-Realization Fellowship. Yogananda immigrated to the United States in 1920 to propagate Indian yoga and meditation teachings. In the same year, he founded the Self-Realization Fellowship, SRF. He traveled extensively across the United States. He dubbed his travels the Spiritual Campaign. Yogananda began going on cross-continental lecture engagements in 1924. Hundreds of thousands of people began to attend his speeches. He was the first Indian spiritual guru to live in the United States for the majority of his life. He stayed there till he died. When he went to India in 1935, he met Mahatma Gandhi and taught him Kriya Yoga. His guru, Sri Yukteswar, bestowed the holy title of Paramahansa to him in 1935. He returned to the United States in 1936 and released his autobiography, Autobiography of a Yogi, in 1946. Yogananda spent the remaining 4 years of his life in seclusion with a few disciples finishing his books. He chose Rajarshi Janakananda to be the president of the Self-Realization Fellowship SRF before he died in 1952. The Indian government honored him with a commemorative stamp in 1977. Since then, his book Autobiography of a Yogi has been translated into over 45 languages, A jury of spiritual authors named his book one of the 100 most spiritual works of the 20th century in 1999. Self Realization Fellowship SRF, the organization he created, was based in Los Angeles. It now has members in over 175 countries all over the world. On the 100th anniversary of Yogananda's founding of the Yagoda Satsanga Society of India, India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi issued a commemorative stamp on March 7, 2017. On November 15, 2017, Indian President Ram Nath Kovind paid a visit to Yagoda Satsanga Society's Ranchi Ashram to celebrate the formal release of Yogananda's book God Talks with Arjuna, the Bhagavad Gita in Hindi. Why was Paramahansa Yogananda a forerunner of his time? In the deep south, Yogananda faced harsh criticism and even bigotry from those who felt threatened by him and his message. Persecution followed, as did betrayals by students and close friends, as well as financial collapse. But like a phoenix, Yogananda emerged from the ashes of his death, not only to reclaim his own life's purpose, but also to inspire others to do the same through his example. The Renegade. Yogananda, a modern day renegade, took on social and political concerns head on. I challenged this and formed an Afro American center to teach my Negro brethren, he recalls, after he realized only white people would be permitted to attend his lectures in Washington, D.C. in 1927. Yogananda openly married an Indian man and an American woman in an attempt to break down social and racial barriers when it was still illegal to mix races in the United States. As a result, he demonstrated his ultimate idea that we are all one. The Independent Thinker. Yogananda was a strong supporter of Mahatma Gandhi. He gave a Harvard talk about him. In 1935, he paid a visit to Gandhi's ashram in Wardha, India. He even taught Gandhi Kriya Yoga, an ancient meditation method he learned from his own teacher Swami Sri Yukteswar and taught to his followers in India, the United Kingdom and America. The East meets West mystic. Yogananda emphasized that all spiritual traditions bring people to a profound feeling of oneness. The Guru's love and respect for Jesus, as well as his ability to incorporate both Christian and yoga concepts into his teachings, made his teachings accessible to a Western audience. The Sold Out Speaker. Yogananda taught to packed houses around the country on topics like yoga and meditation, the oneness of Hinduism and Christianity, how to cultivate willpower, how to be joyful during his heyday in the West. In his teachings, Yogananda talks about reversing our senses searchlights, which are always turned outwards toward the world around us. To go within, he encourages us to turn the searchlights back on ourselves. We gain access to a new domain of information, an intuitive realm that is essential to any creative process when we do so. May thy love shine forever on the sanctuary of my devotion, and may I be able to awaken thy love in all hearts. Amen. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe my channel. Om Shanti.